evening, night. Depends on when you happen to catch this video. So today we're going to be discussing Eligio Bishop, known as Nature Boy. So this is going to be very sensitive to some people. So if you cannot take the verbiage or the topic that is being discussed, I encourage you to please go watch one of my other videos. I really appreciate it so very much. But without further ado, let's get into Nature Boy and what's going on with his trial. So I'm House of Queens TV. They call me Queen Red. Hey y'all, hey. So subscribe to the channel if you want to do so. Hit those notification bells so when I go live or upload Queen, you guys will be notified. Let's get in the comments and get the conversation popping so I know what you guys' opinion about Nature Boy and what's going on with his trial. And if you guys are not aware of him, then I'm not going to go through a lot of his stuff. I'll try. If you're here for the first time and you don't know anything about Nature Boy, drop it in the comments and then I will do a video of going back as far as I can into today's time. But if you are aware of him, then y'all already know what's going on. But again, if you're not aware of Nature Boy and what's going on, put it in the comments and I will do a video from back then to update video now. So again, this is warning, trigger warning to people that, you know, is sensitive to this topic. Hey, I'm throwing everyone positive vibes, so catch that, catch it. I'm throwing y'all positive vibes y'all way.
Change your name. Those are non-negotiable. When you get there, you have to put all of your financial belongings into what we would call a pot, where we would pull resources from the group, and we would use these resources to feed ourselves, travel, etc. If you didn't give your documentation, you were like verbally abused in amongst the circle. Like they would make, like have a meeting. We would call them meetings. Kind of like what's going on right now, except if you were the victim, we would be like, why aren't you putting your money? Are you for it? Are you, and then it would be like verbal abuse. And so that was a rule. Another rule was that we couldn't use the bathroom. We had to use the bathroom a certain way. At one point in time, and because things progressed, it didn't keep happening, but it actually was a rule for us not to wear shirts. Like women couldn't wear shirts at one point in time, so we started putting leaves on our nipples, going live, and other things that I wouldn't consider quote unquote rules, but were non-negotiable things in the group was that every woman had to have sex with Nature Boy, or have some type of sexual fantasy with him. And a lot of times when that would happen, it would be forced and non-consensual, because it was non-negotiable for anybody there. When I chose to be polygamous, we instantly was like monogamous. So when we were monogamous, he was doing the whole love bombing thing, like, I really love you, I really want to be with you, you make me so happy, I really see you as the only woman in my life, I want you to have my children, everything a woman want to hear. So eventually, I got pregnant, and when I got pregnant, that's when the abuse started, and he really started getting abusive with me. And then later down the line, he had admitted to me that he couldn't wait to get me pregnant, and his goal was to get me pregnant so that he can do whatever he wants, so that I wouldn't leave him. So me getting pregnant was his way of trapping me.
All right, this is one of the accusers. The way she described the coercion, that it was non-consensual, is that it was non-negotiable. As a member of this, if we want to call it a cult, we want to call it a congregation, whatever you want to call it, to be a member is non-negotiable. You need to have some form of sexual contact with this Eligio Bishop Nature Boy in this Carbon Nation. Your thoughts, Darnell, is this sexual assault? Is this non-consensual?
I just can't take this case seriously. It's like, is this the R. Kelly?
Look at this goofy ass, big, long faced, long jaw, long nose, big glasses, too big for his freaking head, 2-1 Foods, Wesley Snipes looking ass. Okay, he's going to try to compare this case to R. Kelly case. Majority of R. Kelly victims were underage girls. Similar to some of these women, only thing different from this case, from R. Kelly case, most of the girls in R. Kelly case are underage females. Some of them was taken advantage of. Some of them went in there willingly participants and then played victim. Same thing for this one. Ephraim and Aya came in a little late to the party. At this time, he was already doing his big one. When I say his big one, his fuck shit. He was already doing some fuck shit. Some of the things that he was doing was already online. And they just so happened to stumble across Nature Boy. They watched his videos and knew how he got down and knew what was going on. So again, some of these women knew what was going on and they still wanted to participate. I'm not saying that Velvet knew what was going on. She didn't. At the time, when he started his little... Oh, let me see. The cult didn't come into wordplay is only when he had that white girl that came into his, whatever you want to call it, his group. And she was from Canada. Her mom and them are connected. They reached out to this person, that person went to that person, and that person reached out to that person. And that's when the BBC came in. They who called him a cult. And then he started calling himself a cult. At first he said, I'm not a cult, not, it's whatever. But then I guess he liked the word or whatever. Then he started calling his own stuff a cult. So that's how the word cult became into it. This ain't no motherfucking cult. I don't know what the fuck they want. I don't know what the hell they call themselves. Because they don't know if they want to be Muslim. They don't know if they want to be Pan-African. They don't know if they want to be... When they get dressed, they have about at least a good 5 different national races going on. They have the little dot for the Indians. They do the Muslim thing. They do a bunch, even down to the clothing they wear. They want to throw up 3 God. Then they want to be Buddhists. They don't even know what the fuck they want to do. They sit there and watch fucking YouTube videos all goddamn day. And say, that's interesting. I like how they dress. I like how they move. We're going to be that today. That's what I got in my head. We're going to do the 3 because they think that shit look cute. Get the fuck out of here. But him, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. You can be in the middle of having sex. Once you say no, stop, get off me, get the fuck off me. At any point of a woman having sex, and she can change her mind at any time. You can be all up in it. It could be getting good to you. But if that woman tell you to get off of her, stop. Damn it, stop and get up off of her. And if you don't get up off of her, as soon as she say, stop, get off of me, oh, you don't want no more? And she say no, and you continuously, that is rape. That is rape. And you can be raped in your relationship and in your marriage. Coercion. You gonna do this or that, or you gonna get the fuck out of here. You gonna do this or that, I'm gonna beat your ass. Yeah. All that can happen in your relationship or your marriage. So this little Webster's Night knockoff, he pissed me the fuck off. And then you can catch the backhanded of a statement that the woman gonna make as soon as he get through talking. Please like the content, please.
Trial all over again. Is just Atlanta Housewives? Maybe the show.
Wait, Art Kelly got convicted, right?
Yeah.
He wanna be so down with the white folk. He wanna be so down with the Caucasian girl. What's so damn funny? What you smiling so hard for, girl? She is smiling hard, ain't she? Smile for the camera. And what the Atlanta Housewives have to do with what's going on here? Let me name a ghetto ratchet show. I think he was trying to say Love and Hip Hop, something like that, but he said Atlanta Housewives. But he wants to be Caucasian so bad. Let me kiss the masses. Let me kiss the masses' lips. Let me turn him on. Why quick? Because I don't see what Atlanta Housewives got to do with this case, Messel. Go around yonder and fetch my water, boy. Yes, and boss. Yes, and boss. I'll be right back, boss. Is there anything else I can get you, boss? I don't know that. Clean yourself up. Yes, and boss. Yes, and boss. I'll just do that, boss. Have an ass.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so that was a crime.
Yeah.
So...
I just can't... I mean, but there was underage kids. That was really the
right, these are adults. These are adults. I haven't heard an allegation yet about someone being underage.
Exactly. So these are adults, and she's saying it's non-negotiable. Most relationships aren't really negotiable. It's normally the woman who's holding you hostage. But she could have left if she wanted to. I haven't heard anything extraordinary here, except the fact that she thought, she's going to have a kid, she's going to be in love, she's going to be monogamous. It's like any other relationship. It didn't work, and she said a lot of times the sex wasn't voluntary. But this is going to be hard for a jury to wrap their heads around. They're going to be saying, is she crazy? Is he crazy? This is not a David Koresh type situation. It's just, everything from the original Koresh is the knockoff. This is the knockoff. And it's going to be a hard thing for the jury to find that she was coerced here. She could have left.
Jennifer Brandt, was this consensual, non-consensual? What are your thoughts about trying to figure out what was going on here in this Carbon Nation?
Well, first, Vinny, I have to say I'm worried about Darnell and his relationships, because if he thinks they're all non-negotiable, that's a problem right there. But regardless, as to this case, I mean...
Yeah, she's worried about him and his relationships. You should be. He want to compare this case to R. Kelly when R. Kelly was dealing with underage kids. Get your ass out of here.
The state's suggestion is that the court made clear that Mr. Bishop has two options under the Sixth Amendment, and he's...
Okay, y'all. So, boom. Please like the video. I really appreciate it. Let's get in the comments and get the conversation popping. Also, subscribe if you want to do so. Put the notification bell on so when I upload or go live, y'all be notified. Okay, y'all. This guy, Eligio Bishop, he been in jail for about 2 years now, right? Okay, right. He been in jail, and when he first got there, he want to play around. He want to gain followers. All men. Well, he really preferred anyways. So he been in jail for about 2 years, right? Boom. So, what I know to be true in jail is that you have a library. You have a library available to you to take advantage of all types of books. And then if you have a little trouble, struggle reading, whatever, they even got tutors or they got someone that can help you, whatever. But you ain't got nothing but time. You definitely can teach yourself to read. So, he could have been in jail, prison, whatever you want to call it. He could have been there, learning up on some of his law. Learning who his judge is. Because this woman right here, she been his judge since he first started this case. Learning up on some of your laws pertaining to your case and some of your rights. You want to call yourself a god or like the Moors, we want to say. But the Moors are very educated when it comes out to law. That's why the courts do not like them, because they are very well-rounded, educated when it comes to knowing the law. You sit here and want to preach and say this and say that and make it sound good when you talk. But really, you don't know shit. Because now you sit here looking stupid and stuck. You want to get rid of your lawyer doing trial. I don't know what was the in and out of you not want him anymore. Because now you see like he ain't saying shit. Somebody done paid his ass off. Yeah, they done paid him off. And I think you realize that shit now. Because he really, the stuff that he should be saying, he don't object to it. He lets shit slide by. Some of those videos that in the beginning of Natiri going along, getting along, he didn't present that as evidence in the court. So it seemed like someone paid him or threatened him to do this. This is all alleged. Don't get me wrong. This is all alleged. But you want to now get rid of your lawyer, which I don't know who's paying for this attorney, because he's not a public defender at all. No, he's not a public defender. He is a paid lawyer. So you're not going to be able to get another lawyer. You are already in the midst of trial. You think that the judge is going to allow this? And I don't know if it's even allowed to even try to fire your lawyer in the midst of a trial. Those opportunities are given to you before trial even begins. I'm not sure. I never been in trial. I just plead guilty and go on, accept my charges and pay my money and go on my motherfucking way. Okay? So, again, he had 2 years that he been in prison. He could have fucking read up on some of his shit that he had to do, but he didn't do it. He still was thinking that I'm nature boy. I'm God. I'm 3 God. 333. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. He really started to believe that shit. That he was invisible. Yeah, he really was believing that shit. But now the shit really hitting the fan that reality hit your ass across your fucking head. You're not untouchable, sir. Some of the people that drank the Kool-Aid, they actually spit that shit back out. Because I don't know, if you do go to prison, what them other girls gonna do? Because, I mean, let's give it up, buttercup. But let me know what you guys think about this situation, because he could have been brushing up on his laws, excuse me, while he was in prison for those 2 years. So, right now, so far, it's not looking good for him. We just heard the testimony of Velvet, his baby mother. And I don't know if we're going to get Neytiri. I don't know if we're going to get her testimony, but today is Tuesday, so I think we got maybe next Monday, maybe, when they're going to wrap everything up. I'm not sure. But, hey, again, let's get those comments and let me know what you guys' opinion about the situation so far. Also, don't forget to like as well. Thank you guys so much for coming over here and supporting the channel by, liking the video, commenting in the comment section, just jumping on here and viewing it all. And also the ones who support financially. I really appreciate that so much, you guys, because that is allowing me to do what I do. As like I said, I give back to the homeless people, so I really appreciate you guys for, doing y'all, can't say big one, but, doing what y'all can, and that's really, really appreciative. So thank y'all so very much. Period.
Is that on record?
Yes, everything is on the record.
Okay, I would like to fire my attorney and find new counsel.
That is not an option. Okay, you're not listening to me, Mr. Bishop. The options are proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed without an attorney. Those are the two options you have at this juncture. Period. Nobody in the back can know.
Period.
Look at me. I'm talking to you. Two options. Proceed with Mr. Booker or proceed pro se and represent yourself, which is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
Why is that my only two options?
That's the law, Mr. Bishop, period. That's the law.
So I'm not allowed to seek other counsel?
Not in the middle of trial, no sir.
Even if I'm not being represented right?
Sir, that's the ruling. Do not argue with me.
Is that on record?
Everything is on record, Mr. Bishop. Everything is on the record. So what do you want to do? You either proceed with Mr. Booker or you proceed without an attorney. But we're not stopping the trial.
He realized that his attorney is not representing him properly. He ain't presenting evidence. He's not objecting to some of the things that the state has against him. He ain't really doing nothing that he should be doing. And people that don't even have law backgrounds or any type of law education, period, point blank. So if we seen it way back, and he just now seen somebody saying it out loud or right in the courtroom or whatever, however they communicating, somebody done told him, this nigga ain't representing you right. He ain't representing you properly. He ain't objecting to nothing. He ain't doing this, that, and the third. You need to seek out new counsel. Because this one, he ain't it. Somebody done scare him in some type of way, allegedly. Or somebody done pay him off, again, allegedly. So, he need to seek out new counsel. Because this one, he ain't it. Somebody done scare him in some type of way, allegedly. Or somebody done pay him off, again, allegedly. Or somebody done pay him off, again, allegedly. Because this right here, this ain't it. But that's what you get for trying to play God. I done told you this when I made plenty of videos on you. You want to play God, God will come and show you who really He is. And you is not that. You simply, okay, we say kings and queens. We say God and goddesses. We all should see ourselves as someone higher, as in not as high as God. He's almighty. He is the one. He is Alpha and Omega. He is all things. He is love. He is words. Before word was word, you know. But Nature Boy wasn't spreading love. He was spreading hate, confusion. He was not leading. He was not trying to conquer and bring together. He was trying to conquer, divide, and destroy. He had women hitting women, men hitting men, sometimes men hitting women. You see what this says over here, where it says Georgia v. Bishop? He brought this upon himself because he thought he was untouchable. He was getting too big-headed. At first, yeah, it was all nice and glamour when he was just out there in the forest. He should have stayed out there. The same things that he was talking about Babylon, you was doing Babylon shit. You was staying in Babylon house. You was eating Babylon food. You on Babylon devices. Everything that you once believed in, you stopped believing it because you was getting too big-headed. You was getting too greedy. You was getting all this money and more, quote-unquote, famous, social media famous. And then you had access to different type of people. You was being noticeable. People was talking about you. So you was feeling yourself. And when you start doing devilish shit, the devil come and collect. And now look at your stupid ass. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
You get a new lawyer. That's not how this works.
What about COVID?
That's good. We've
They
already
really want to make up
discussed that.
everything. You ain't going nowhere, nigga.
We have hand sanitizers. The jurors are fine with it. Counsel's fine with it. We are way more than 5 feet away from each other. So you're trying everything you can to not go forward with this trial. But
Because I'm not being treated fair.
okay, you are entitled to your opinion, Mr. Bishop. I'm not going to argue with you. But we are moving forward with the trial, one way or the other. If you're concerned about COVID and you want to stay in the back and do not want to participate in the trial, that is also your right. And we'll try you and extend.
And look at his lawyer. He ain't turned out one motherfucking page. He ain't did nothing. He just sitting there just reading the shit what he reading over and over. He ain't not looked up once at the judge. He ain't looked not one up at Nature Boy. He ain't telling him, like, trying to advise him anything. He just like, fuck you then, motherfucker. You don't want me to be your lawyer then, nigga. I'm gonna throw this motherfucking lifeguard reef out here and hopefully you catch it. Hopefully you know how to swim. Because, I mean, look at him. He ain't just reading the paper over and over and over. Nigga, that paper ain't that damn long. So he's like the lawyer. He's already checked out. He done been checked out. Thank you for whoever paid me. The money is non-refundable.
That is considered a voluntary absence from court.
Really?
understand that question. Those are your choices.
Meaning like make the decision on my behalf.
Okay. Mr. Bishop, this is the last time I'm going to tell you your options. Okay? As far as counsel, you either proceed with Mr. Booker or you represent yourself, period. You do not get to stop the trial to hire a new attorney. Number one. Number two, COVID. I've discussed this with counsel. We've mentioned it to the jurors. Everybody is fine with going forward. We have masking in place. We have provided you with a mask. We have hand sanitizer. COVID's been going on for 4 years, folks. We got to figure out how to live with this. We are way more than 5 feet apart, and the CDC guidelines are in the process of changing anyway with respect to the isolation rules. Well, they haven't changed yet. They are in the process of changing them to eliminate the isolation requirements and just to require masks. I am wearing a mask. I will wear a mask throughout the entire trial. So that if you're not comfortable with that, and you want to sit in lockup during the course of the trial, that is your right, and that will be considered a voluntary absence from the proceeding.
Will I be able to hear what's going on?
Nope.
Hell no.
There's no feed back there. Nope. You wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's up to you.
So,
Two choices, sir. Proceed or just go in the back. That's it.
Period.
and this is on record.
Everything, yes. Everything is on record. Everything I'm saying is on the record. So the appellate courts can hear it. If they think I handled it improperly, they'll have their discretion to do whatever they deem appropriate. So you need to decide now what you're doing.
Is that your final answer? Look at.
Do you want to stay in the courtroom for the remainder of the proceeding, Mr. Bishop, and participate in this trial?
Participate?
Yes. Testify, not testify. Be here when witnesses testify.
Whether I'm here or not, this is going to go forward.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Who will be representing me if I fire my lawyer?
You will represent yourself. Those are your
Okay, and
choices.
if I represent myself and not choose to be in the court, then who
Nobody.
Okay, my lawyer will fire my attorney and not be in court.
Okay. All right. So that means, if that is the case, you want to fire Mr. Booker and you want to remain in the courtroom. You want to remain in lockup, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that means there will be no. If you fire Mr. Booker, that means no witnesses are going to testify on your behalf. We will be presenting no evidence, and we will move right into the closing arguments.
So are you saying that I'm not allowed to defend myself?
That's not what I'm saying at all. You have a right to defend yourself. You have Mr. Booker here, who again is doing an outstanding job on your behalf.
Not in my
I told you your options, so decide what you want to do. Do you want to go talk to your client back? Okay, let's take 5 minutes. Go talk to
So you guys, Nature Boy decided not to fire his lawyer. Smart boy, he ain't too dumb, but he know what he was doing. He want to act like he knows the law. He knows all this: the moons, the purple, the cows, and the horses, and the pigs, and the goats. Billy Goat, the cow jumped over the moon. He knows all that shit, but he should have been knowing the law. So he decided to keep his lawyer. And again, let me know what you guys thought about the situation. What do you guys think is going to happen so far, or what you guys have seen? Because I have not been following this at all. Because again, not victim blaming, because Velvet did leave more than one time before she got pregnant. Some of these women, when they left, they came back. Some of these women even left their own children with their family members to be amongst this fuck nigga. So I can't tell any woman what was going on in their own life before they got with Nature Boy, but to leave your own fucking seed to be with this nigga, bitch, fuck you. I don't care what you've been through, because you open your legs and had a baby, and then you left your baby with your family to go and what, do what with Nature Boy? To do what? Come again, say what? To do what with Nature Boy? And then you will say, he did this and he did that. Well, if you would have kept your ass home to raise your fucking kid or kids, then it wouldn't happen. So again, like I said, I'm not victim blaming, but to the mothers, to the mammies that left their children to be upon the grace of Nature Boy, bitch, fuck you. You should have stayed home with your kid, you raggedy ass whores. And I'm not no Nature Boy follower. I give a two fucks about that bitch nigga. I'm just up here doing what I do best, telling it like it's supposed to be motherfucking told, and keeping it 1,000. Because a thing called life sometimes is good, sometimes bad, but put your faith in God. He will see you through. He is all understanding, because he loves you and he shall not forsaken you. Call on me, I will be there. Just have faith. He may not call when you want him, but he's always on time, and you gotta know what that really means. You may find yourself entwined or almost getting sucked up into a cult-like situation. Whatever you're going through in your real life, and you may think that you are alone, you have no one to talk to, you always can take it to God. He will always be there. He will never lead you astray, because God is love. And he loved all of his children. So like I said, anything that you may be going through in your life and that you think is hard, no one hears you, no one is there to be with you when you need him. But God is always there. That's because you can't see him, honey. He is there. And again, I don't want to sound preachy. So again, it's a thing called life, y'all. You can choose how you want to live it. It's up to you. But hey, what do I know? Child.